am Battalion Chief Michael F. Riley. Good morning and welcome to the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire's 131st commencement exercise. Would everyone please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire Recruit Class 13121. We will now recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated, everyone. Recruits, take your seats. Honored guests, fellow firefighters, family and friends, I want to thank all of you for gathering here today. This truly is a wonderful occasion. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, we are being treated to the pipes and drums of the Pittsburgh Firefighters Memorial Pipe Band. Pipe Major Joe Magliocca here on my left. Additionally, Pittsburgh Firefighters Local Number 1's Honor Guard has distinguished our event with their presence. Color Sergeant John Sharp at my right. Before we begin in earnest, I would like to extend a very warm personal thanks to Teamsters Local 249 for permitting us to hold these proceedings at this magnificent venue. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a long tradition at our Academy of recognizing recruits who have excelled above the already exemplary standard that every recruit is expected to meet. So, in recognition of his effort toward academic achievement, I present firefighter recruit John Reicherter this award. And now, in acknowledgement of his performance over 32 weeks of intensive CrossFit training, firefighter recruit Sean Fitzgerald, please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce, representing the International Association of Firefighters, Local Number 1's President, Mr. Ralph Securo.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations to my new brothers. You all finally made it. I'm sure it was a task that you felt maybe was never going to be accomplished. But I also want to thank the families who are here today for the support that they gave you throughout this process. I'm sure it was difficult for them as well. I want to welcome our new mayor, Mayor Gainey, for joining us today, our new public safety director, Lee Schmidt, and I personally want to thank Fire Chief Darrell Jones for his commitment to providing our firefighters with such high levels of training, ensuring that our men and women operate at the highest skill level possible and provide the first-class service to our citizens and visitors. To our staff and adjunct instructors, thank you once again for preparing our newest firefighters to hit the field and deliver that first-class service. To my newest brothers, you have received the best training there is to offer. You have developed the skills and training developed the skills necessary to enter the field. But now you must hone those skills through experience. In my 25 years with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire, I've seen tremendous improvements in our training, equipment, and tactics. The fire service overall has evolved from simply putting the wet stuff on the red stuff to the all-hazard response we currently deliver today. The technical knowledge and skill needed today far exceeds our predecessors. Firefighters today are expected to respond to everything from fire alarms to structure fires, medical emergencies to hazardous material situations, from swift water rescues to vehicle extrications. We must be prepared for whatever the call requires. We deliver a professional service not only to the citizens and visitors of Pittsburgh, but also to communities like Wilkinsburg and Ingram. And remember, firefighting is still one of the few professions that makes house calls. Now today, each of you will start your career as a firefighter. And if you want to have a long, productive, and self-fulfilling career, I offer you 4 words of advice: professionalism, passion, dedication, and pride. First, the word professional is no stranger to the fire service. Being a true professional comes from within the individual. It is not the academy's job to make you become a professional, but they have given you the basic skills you need to start being a professional. In my career, I've been lucky to have worked with many excellent firefighting professionals. Their tutoring and passing of information has allowed me to develop simple yet basic values that have assisted me in reaching my current level of professionalism. These values are: always treat people the way you'd like to be treated. Always conduct yourself in a calm, intelligent manner. Always display a composed demeanor during emergency situations. And always perform to your highest level of competence. Adhere to these and other common sense traits that you will learn during your career. It will give you the foundation for your individual professionalism and respect from your peers. Second, you must become and remain passionate about your firefighting career. The dictionary defines the word passionate as having great enthusiasm, powerful feelings, and desire. All these words should describe how you feel about and you should embrace your newfound firefighting career. Stay true to your passion and you will reap many rewards throughout your career. Third is dedication. Once you have developed the necessary passion to become an important part of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire, you will need to dedicate yourself to a particular course of action. Early in my career, I dedicated myself to becoming a firefighter others could rely on. Being consistent, always keeping dedicated to your job, your fellow firefighters, and the goals you set for yourself. This attitude will allow you to achieve objectives you never thought you could accomplish, and you will be able to create great opportunities throughout your career. The last, and certainly not least, is pride. Having respect in your own dignity and worth, the achievements that you have gained, and the feeling of pride from a quick knockdown at a house fire. These are all definitions of this quality. It is important that you develop and maintain pride in yourself, your company, your department, and the manner in which you carry yourself. You and you alone will set the tone for your future. Having pride in your work, your daily activities will improve your attitude and work ethic in the firehouse. Be proud of your accomplishments to this point. Set a path for the rest of your career. Be professional in your job, passionate about your career, dedicated to learning, and prideful in your accomplishments. Remember, whatever goals you seek to achieve are here for the taking. Start reaching them when you leave this building today. Now, over the next few days, each of you will start to report to your new stations. And I want to offer one last piece of advice. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so you can listen twice as much as you speak. Again, congratulations and stay safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire, Darrell E. Jones.
Thank you, Chief Riley. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for supporting the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire. I'm not going to take too much of your time because after 32 weeks, I'm sure these guys got other things to do today. This is a very exciting day. Anytime there are additions to the family is a time for excitement. We're here today to celebrate the accomplishments of these recruits. You should be proud. Every class coming out of the Fire Bureau's Academy is very special. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you today is the embodiment of the values held by the Pittsburgh Fire Bureau. We value safety, we value excellence, we value professionalism, we value integrity, we value honor, we value courage, we value ethics, and most of all, we value life. The American Fire Service is changing. Gone are the days when all that was required was a set of leather lungs and iron guts, which was the only qualification when I started 35 years ago. The challenges we faced were unveiled to us on September 11, 2001, and again with the bombings in Boston in April of 2013, the lone wolf attack that occurred at the Tree of Life, and as recently as the Fern Hollow Bridge collapse. As an all-hazards emergency service, the Pittsburgh Fire Bureau must be prepared to respond to current challenges. These recruits have endured 32 weeks of intense training. The Fire Bureau was severely criticized for the length of the program. However, the results are inarguable. I dare say these recruits are the best trained, most physically fit, most street-ready to ever emerge from any fire academy in the country, and we are very proud of that fact. To the families, did you notice any changes over the past 32 weeks? Perhaps someone did not go out hanging out with the boys as much. Maybe someone was studying a little bit more, actually cracked a book and read the pages in it. Maybe someone was more concerned with their diet. Maybe they held their head up just a little higher, exhibited a higher level of confidence, holds a deeper sense of pride. This is called swag. Your loved ones are now members of an elite organization. The Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire leads the nation and in some aspects the world in accomplishments, skills, and service. However, there's a price to be paid. The price is sacrifice. There will be family gatherings and special occasions they will not attend. Holidays, birthdays, and special family events will be missed. You will wake up in the morning, turn on the morning news, and see reports of horrific and tragic events. You will wonder if your son, your husband, your brother was there. The answer will be yes. Nevertheless, do not worry. They are not there alone. They will have over 600 of their brothers and sisters right there with them. They stand with them side by side, back to back, supporting them, encouraging them, and keeping them safe. To my graduates, earlier I talked about our values. Here are a couple of things we do not value. We do not value mediocrity. We do not value complacency. We do not value intolerance. I am not saying that you will not find these in the Bureau. However, if you come across any of these, it is your job to eliminate it. When you take the oath today, you will become leaders. You will not have rank, but you will still lead. You will lead by example. Do you guys remember the first day here at the Academy? I come in. Do you remember me stating that 100% is not enough to be successful in the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire? You have to give more. I challenged you on that day, and I'm proud to say that you have met the challenge. Your sleeves are no longer slick. You now carry the symbol of excellence in the fire service on your sleeves. You have a responsibility to support the values represented by that shield. Remember what it stands for. Remember who and what it represents. Remember those who have come before you, those who have sacrificed, those who have gave all. Please do not let them down. You are now part of something very, very special. In closing, I want you to enjoy your weekend. All right? Everybody starts their shift or officially gets into the suppression division on Monday. I want you to know that it is okay. It's okay to walk with the swagger and pride of being a member of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Director of the City of Pittsburgh's Department of Public Safety, Mr. Lee Schmidt.
Good morning. I just want to start off, I'm going to be briefer than the other two, hopefully, but because I know everybody does want to go. But I do want to say thank you. Thank you to the recruits and soon-to-be firefighters for dedicating your service to the city and its residents and the visitors here. Thank you to the families. As Chief Jones mentioned, you're going to lose time with them, holidays, weekends. It's going to be difficult at times, but I know our firefighters can help you through that. I'm going to ask you all to be loyal. Loyal to yourself first. Every day you have to get up, look at yourself in the mirror. You have to have the same pride you feel today, and you need to maintain that. Make your family proud, make yourself proud, make your union proud, make your department proud. And I believe if you're loyal to yourself, your loyalty to others will follow along with that. Just be supportive of each other. You have a whole group of other fellow firefighters that are here to support you. You have a fire chief, you have the union, you have myself, and you have the mayor. We're all here to support you in what you do every day. Just remind yourselves that you need to go out. There's going to be days that you'll be able to get up at the house, make breakfast with the group, sit down and eat it. There's going to be other days that they're going to call you and say that a bridge just collapsed in the park. So some days are going to be a lot harder than others. Hopefully, if you have breakfast, maybe you'll invite me once in a while. But you can persevere and you can make it through it as long as you have the support that you need. If you're not getting that support, let somebody know. Whatever that support might be. If you don't have the right equipment, if you don't have the right tools, in your toll belt, and if things are bothering you, it's okay. I have 20-some years as a paramedic, and you see things that nobody else wants to see, and it's okay to talk about that with your fellow firefighters and with other people. It's not normal, some of the things you're going to see, and you need to be willing to accept that and be willing to address that and talk about it. Don't let it build up. Don't let it affect the loyalty to yourself. I'm always open to discussion with anyone. My email and my door. Feel free to reach out and make an appointment. Talk to Chief Jones. Talk to your union representatives. They're all here to support you. We're all very proud of you. We thank you for the past 32 weeks and the years of service you're about to provide to this city and these residents. Again, thank you all. Thank you to the families, and thank you to all of our firefighters in the city.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recruits will now be issued their graduation certificate and badge. Recruits, on your feet.
Ronan Alexander. Dylan Bell, third-generation firefighter. Brett Cassidy. Kevin Crummy. Sean Fitzgerald, second-generation firefighter. Samuel Gates, second-generation firefighter. Russell Gettings. Jerry Greek. Malik Griffin. Zachary Hudson, second-generation firefighter. Donald Knight. Brian Lehrman. Christopher Lavelle, second-generation firefighter. Joseph Mahaski. Tyler Mione, second-generation firefighter. Matthew Merman, second-generation firefighter. Daniel Nath. Alan Poston. Emmanuel Rackard. John Reicheter. Philip Reinheimer. Kevin Rogers, second-generation firefighter. Ian Smith. Justin Snyder. Andrew Stoyer. Darren Thomas. Michael Welch, second-generation firefighter. Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at what is the fundamental segment of these commencement proceedings, the administration of oath. The privilege of administering the recruits their oath belongs to none other than the mayor of our great city, the Honorable Ed Gainey.
Good morning. We can do better now. We celebrating. Good morning. Hey, can we take a minute and just give a standing ovation to the recruits for the hard work, sacrifice, and discipline that they have demonstrated here this morning? Can we give them a standing ovation? Yeah. You know, I always say that, to me, there's nothing more beautiful than being a firefighter. It's just not what you do on your job, it's what you do in the community. And one thing that I can always say is when it comes to the community, you're in it. And not just the face, but you really make people believe that they can be a firefighter. Every neighborhood I go in, every community day, you show up, you demonstrate your ability to want to be part of this community. And I thank you so much for your hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. I want to say thank you for all that you've done. But I also know that starts with great leadership. And these two right here, these three right here, I know what great leadership this is. Let's give them a round of applause for the great leadership. Can y'all stand for a minute? Just for a minute. Yeah. See, without great leadership, this couldn't be possible today. So I wanted to make sure I recognize this great leadership. And as we go forward to the families, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Because at the end of the day, I know you watched them grow as they arrived at this moment. And without your love and support, they don't get here. We know the power of love and support and what it does when we help each other out. So to every person in here that's family and friends, I want to say thank you for your dedication to making them believe in themselves, that today the fruit of your hard work is also a reason why they are firefighters today. I appreciate you and thank you. And so we're going to get started with everything.
Recruits, stand to be sworn. Raise your right hand.
Repeat after me. I'm going to say I, and I'm going to keep going. That's where their name goes.
I state your name.
And I say I, state your name. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinance of the City of Pittsburgh, and obey all orders issued by my superior officers, and all the laws and regulations pertaining to and governing the Department of Public Safety, Bureau of Fire, and that as I, firefighters, your name? Your name? I will well and faithfully discharge and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Now therefore, I, as mayor, Ed Gainey, sworn and swear before me that the 28th day of, well, it ain't the 28th day now.
So,
Go ahead, tell me what to do.
congratulations.
All right. So on that note, can we all give a warm hand and congratulations to the new recruit. Thank you for being a firefighter. God bless you.
Go ahead, turn around and face your family and friends, recruits. I think we can do a little better than that. Let's hear some applause. "32 weeks is a long time." Probationary firefighters. Probationary firefighters, take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the chaplain of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire, our own Father Mike Stumpf.
I get the privilege of a few final words to you as new firefighters at the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire, as well as your family and friends and those who are gathering us via the various medias. First of all, I'd like to share a brief passage that's celebrated within the Hebrew and the Christian tradition, and it's a psalm. And it's a psalm that's probably familiar to you with whether you're from one of those traditions or not, because it's also an amazing prayer and poem. It's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. There is nothing I shall want. In green pastures, He makes me lie down. To still waters, He leads me. He restores my soul. He guides me along right paths for the sake of God's name. Even though I walk the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff comfort me. You set a table before me. In front of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Indeed, goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house of the Lord for endless days. You've heard the words and the theme repeated over and over again: support and care and drawing close to one another and family and friends. The valley of darkness is many things. The valley of darkness and death, of course, you know, as new firefighters after your training and even within your training, you know that you will literally be entering into, in some ways, the fires, right? Be walking through dark valleys of death. But it's not just in those extreme situations that you face the dark valley of death. It's in many other circumstances as well. Sometimes it's in the frustration of the third call that week for the same person. Sometimes it's the disappointments that you face. Sometimes it's the struggles within relationships. Sometimes it's the ordinary times, the downtime that happens in the 24 hours of the firehouse, or the difficulties that are faced within families. Sometimes that dark valley is struggling within the systems that we have that so oftentimes are broken. Those political systems, those religious systems, those systems of education, sometimes the injustice, the lack of love that we face. Sometimes those are the dark valleys. And in the midst of those dark valleys, it is so important to draw strength and to foster connections. I would say, as a spiritual representative, of course, first of all, drawing strength from and cultivating a relationship with the transcendent. a power that is beyond you. Cultivate, draw strength, however you name that, however you see that, however you express that. Draw from a power that is transcendent and beyond you. Draw strength and power from one another, your brothers, your families, your friends. Draw strength and cultivate as well your own development, your continued growth and development in mind and body and spirit. And don't walk through the dark valley of death alone. Foster and draw strength, transcendent one another from your own development. I get the privilege of sharing with you a blessing, a spiritual blessing, and I'm not going to do this alone. From whatever tradition you find yourselves, I'm going to offer you or ask you to offer your minds, your thoughts, your hearts, your prayers, and a hand. Can all of you, except for the new firefighters, raise a hand with the palm facing forward towards these new firefighters? And again, pour forth however you manifest this, your prayer, your meditation, your love, your faith, as I use these words. Blessed are you, power and God of all. You encourage us to love one another. Send down your blessing on these your servants, these firefighters, who generously devote themselves to helping others. Grant them courage when they are afraid, wisdom when they must make quick decisions, strength when they are weary, and compassion and love in their work. When the alarm sounds and they are called to aid both friend and stranger, let them faithfully serve their neighbor. And we ask this and all blessings in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Would everyone please stand for the retirement of the colors and final review of Pittsburgh Firefighter Class 13121.
Join your family and friends, everybody. That's all, folks.